Okay, hello, the beta forum. I'm needing a little help here with my beta whom I got on Friday, November, November 25th. During Black Friday, I decided to go down to Petco and that today would be the day and I would get myself a beta fish. Unfortunately, that is his tank currently. I went and I bought it without much research. Afterwards, I went and looked and did research and found out that I have the wrong size tank. I do have another tank that is on the way. It is going to be a 2.5 gallon, whereas this one's a 0.7. I have no heater for him, unfortunately. That is also on its way in the mail. His current temperature in the tank is 73.6. I have no real way of heating up his tank other than to go and get some cups of warm water, roughly around 89 degrees I think is what I've been doing, and doing my conditioner and then pouring it into the tank, which it has a nice little draining system on the back. Once I add water, it goes down through the bottom, up through the top, as you probably know, and into this back reservoir back here. My concern is he's been exhibiting what I can only assume is weird behavior. He will come up to the side of the tank, more specifically here in this corner, and rub his mouth or nose back and forth, goes along the side, comes back to the front, does the same thing. He's liking to hug the side. Let me see if I can. There he is right there. When I was doing research, one thing that was a concern that I read was that it is some behavior that's been exhibited by Velvet. I'm not 100% sure if it's Velvet. They say it'll end up with a coppery tone if it is Velvet. And I realize it's a little hard to see the tank because my camera is having a hard time wanting to focus. But if you look, hang on, he has coppery underbelly. I can't really tell if it's on the rest of his body. If it is Velvet, unfortunately I don't have any real chemicals to fix it. I have no way of running down to the store like this instant because it's currently 9:30. Petco is closed. A concern is that not only for this beta fish, but for all their beta fishes, because when I went and bought Monty here, that's what I decided to name him, they were changing out the water, but the way in which they were changing out the water was essentially they were taking water all from the same bucket and essentially swabbing them out, stressing them out, etc. What I do have that I bought at the time is this Beta Fix. I don't think it does anything for Velvet. At least it hasn't told me if it does anything for Velvet. Otherwise, I thought he was happy because it's hard definitely to see without any real light, but he's got bubbles up here along the top of the tank. I'm going to go and actually change it here, the water and everything, in just a bit, because it's got a murky color up at the top that I don't quite like. If it is Velvet, I would love any ideas or suggestions. I am going to be buying some potassium propagate. I don't think they sell it over at Petco, so I'm unfortunately not going to be able to get it instantly. If anybody has any suggestions, as I said, I am getting him a bigger tank, which should be here within a week. well, I ordered it on literally after I went and bought him. I went and did my research and then found out his tank's too small and went and ordered him a new tank. And the reasoning that I ordered it and didn't straight up buy it from the store is because in the store it's a $40 tank, whereas online I got it for $10 cheaper because of the Black Friday. Again, if anybody has any suggestions, I would greatly appreciate it. Please help. I don't want to lose my first fish, or my first beta.